Hi children, very good morning to all of you. You are a very precious coin in the hands of your parents and teachers. With this thought, let us begin our session. The other day, you have learnt about the decimal numbers and different types of decimal numbers. Okay? But in today's session, we are going to see why the terminating decimals are rational numbers. Okay? And why the non-terminating and repeating decimals are rational numbers. Okay? And also why the non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are irrational numbers. Okay? And we are also going to see why every square root and every cube root is not an irrational number. Okay? Let us start the session.
Before we proceed to our today's concept, let us recapitulate. Here 12.13 is a decimal number which has the three parts. The three parts have been shown there. Right side of decimal point is a decimal part. There are two digits in the decimal part. They are 1 and 3. And left side of the decimal point, it is a integral part or whole number part. The whole number part contains two digits. They are 1 and 2. Similarly, other decimal numbers have been given there, 32.15 and 0.734. Their decimal part, decimal point and whole number part have been given there. You have to identify and learn. After that, we will go to our today's concepts.
After having studied about the decimals, one question will come in your mind. To which group these decimals should be added? Okay? Whether to rational number group or irrational number group. Okay? See here children, terminating decimals are added to rational number group because every terminating decimal can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Okay?
Let us take an example. 0.5 is a terminating decimal. It is equal to 5 upon 10. Then 5 ones are, 5 twos are get cancelled. It is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to p by q. Therefore, 0.5 is a terminating decimal and is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to p by q, a rational number. Therefore, it is a rational number. 0.35 is another terminating decimal. It is equal to 35 upon 100. 5 sevens are, 5 20s are, 7 upon 20, which is in the form of p by q. P is 7, q is 20, both are integers, q is not equal to 0. Therefore, a terminating decimal 0.35 is equal to 7 upon 20, which is in the form of p by q and a rational number. Okay? Minus 0.75 is another terminating decimal. It is equal to minus 75 upon 100. Here 25 threes are, 25 fours are get cancelled. Then is equal to minus 3 by 4 is equal to p by q, which is a rational number. Here p is equal to minus 3 and q is equal to 4, where q is not equal to 0. Therefore, minus 0.75 is a terminating decimal and is equal to minus 3 by 4, which is in the form of p by q. Therefore, it is a rational number. 3.75 is a terminating decimal. In the decimal part, the digits are 7 and 5. 3.75 is equal to 375 upon 100. Here 25 fours are 25 15s are get cancelled. Therefore, is equal to 15 upon 4, which is equal to p upon q form. Here this 15 by 4 is a rational number. P is equal to 15 and q is equal to 4 and q is not equal to 0. Therefore, a terminating decimal 3.75 is equal to 15 by 4, which is a rational number. Now, did you learn, children, why the terminating decimals are called rational numbers? Because they can be converted in the form of p by q. Every non-terminating and repeating decimal number is a rational number. Okay? So, non-terminating and repeating decimals are rational numbers because these decimals can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Now, let us take some non-terminating and repeating decimals and convert them into a rational number of the form p by q. Here, you should have the knowledge of converting a non-terminating and repeating decimal in the form of p by q. Then the things become easier. To begin with, let me take the non-terminating and repeating decimal 0.3333 dash 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 dash. Here, if this non-terminating and repeating decimal is converted in the form of p by q, it becomes equal to 1 upon 3, which is equal to p upon q. Here p is 1 and q is 3. Therefore, 0.3333 dash 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 is 1 upon 3, which is in the form of p by q. Now, it is a rational number. This is how we converted a non-terminating and repeating decimal in the form of p by q, a rational number. Okay? Let us take one more example, which is a non-terminating and repeating decimal. Example 1.272727 dash dash dash. Here, in the decimal part, the group of digits 27 is repeating. Okay? If we convert this non-terminating and repeating decimal into a rational number, it is equal to 14 upon 11, okay, which is in the form of p by q. P is 14 and q is 11. Therefore, a non-terminating and repeating decimal 1.272727 is equal to 14 upon 11, which is in the form of p by q, where p is integer and q is integer and q is not equal to 0. That is why it is an example for a rational number. Let us take one more example. Here, the non-terminating and recurring or repeating decimal is 3.142857, 142857, 142857 dash 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 dash. Here, children, in the decimal part, a group of 6 digits is repeating, and that is why it is a non-terminating and repeating decimal, because in the decimal part there are infinitely many digits. If this non-terminating and repeating decimal is converted into a rational number, it is equal to 22 upon 7, which is in the form of P by Q, where P is 22 and Q is 7. This is how a non-terminating and repeating decimal 3.142857 dash 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 is a rational number, which is equal to 22 by 7 and is in the form of P by Q, and hence it is a rational number. Now, did you learn, children, why a non-terminating and repeating decimal number is a rational number? Because this can be converted in the form of P by Q. Okay? To understand this concept perfectly, you should have the idea of converting a non-terminating and repeating decimal in the form of P by Q. If you don't know, learn it. Okay? Then, non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are added to the irrational number group, because non-terminating and non-repeating decimal number cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Look at these examples. Here, these are the examples for non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. Okay? These are irrational numbers because these cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Look at the first example. In the decimal part of the first example, the digits are 4, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, 5, dash, 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 dash. Here this decimal part is not going to end. That is why it is non-terminating. And even a single digit or a group of digits is not repeating here. That is why it is non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. But such decimals are not expressed in the form of P by Q. That is why these are irrational numbers. Okay? Look at the second example. 4.010010001 dash dash dash. This is also an example for non-terminating and non-repeating decimal, because in the decimal part there are many digits which are infinite, and no single digit or a group of digits is repeating here. Okay? That is why it is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal, and it cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. And thirdly, 21.010010001 dash 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 is also an example for non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. It cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, and hence this is also an example for an irrational number. Okay, children? So, now we knew why terminating decimals are rational numbers, non-terminating and repeating decimals are rational numbers, and why non-terminating and non-recurring decimals are irrational numbers. Okay? Now, let us see whether all the square roots and all the cube roots are irrational numbers or not. Look at these special examples, children. Square root of 2, square root of 3 and square root of 5 and cube root of 7. Okay. We consider these numbers as irrational numbers because if you take the square root of 2, its value is 1.4142135623730495 dash. Okay, which is a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. Why the square root of 2 is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal? In the decimal part, here the digits do not end. That's why non-terminating. And not a digit or a group of digits is recurring or repeating. Therefore, it is a non-recurring decimal. Therefore, square root of 2 is an example for non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. Remember, non-terminating and non-recurring decimals are example for irrational numbers. Because non-terminating and non-recurring decimals cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So children, here this decimal is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. It is not expressed in the form of p by q. That is why this is irrational. But this decimal is equal to root 2. Therefore, root 2 is also irrational. That is why irrational number is equal to root 2 and root 2 is equal to irrational number. Okay. And similarly, square root of 3 is 1.7320508075688877 dash. Therefore, the square root of 3 is also equal to a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. But a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal is called irrational number. Means these decimals cannot be written in the form of p by q. Okay. Since the value of this is not written in the form of p by q, it is irrational. Therefore, root 3 is also irrational. Similarly, root 5 is equal to 2.23606797749979 dash, which is a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. Okay, means this number or this decimal number cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. That is why I will tell you it is an irrational number. Okay, therefore non-terminating and non-recurring decimal is an irrational number. That is why root 5 is also irrational number. Therefore, root 5 is equal to irrational. Now let us see the value of cube root of 7. The cube root of 7 is equal to a decimal number. What type of decimal? Non-terminating and non-repeating decimal number, right? But non-terminating and non-repeating decimal number is called irrational number because this number cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. Therefore, it is equal to irrational. Hence, cube root of 7 is also irrational. Is it clear to you? So children, we just learned that the values of square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, square root of 7, cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 5 and cube root of 7 are non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. Okay. Then children, should we believe that all square roots are examples for non-terminating and non-repeating decimals or irrational numbers? Right? And should we believe that all cube roots are examples for irrational numbers or non-terminating and non-repeating decimals? No. All square roots are not irrational numbers. Means all square roots are not non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. Okay. Similarly, all cube roots are not irrational numbers. Means non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. Let us justify our answer. Okay, please look at me, children. Square root of 4 is equal to root of 2 into 2. Here 4 is a perfect square. That's why it is equal to 2 and 2 is equal to 2 by 1 is equal to p by q,
where p and q belong to z and q is not equal to 0. That is why square root of 4 is not any rational number. It is rational number. Please look at this number, children. It is square root of 36, which is equal to square root of 6 into 6. Square root of 6 into 6 is equal to 6. But the 6 can be written as 6 upon 1, which is equal to p upon q. Therefore, any number in the form of p by q is a rational number. Therefore, square root of 36 is equal to 6, which is written in the form of p by q. Therefore, square root of 36 is a rational number. Okay? Now, let us look at one more example, children. Here, it is cube root of 343, okay, is equal to cube root of 7 into 7 into 7. Here, 343 is a perfect cube because it can be expressed as the product of 3 equal factors, 7 into 7 into 7, okay. So, 1 7 comes out and this 7 is equal to 7 upon 1 is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. That is why it is a rational number. Therefore, children, cube root of 343 is not any rational number. This is a rational number. The terminating decimals and non-terminating repeating decimals can be expressed in the form of p by q, where non-terminating and non-repeating decimals cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. Okay? So, ultimately, what do we conclude? See here. Here is also a square root mark. Under the square root here there is 2. But the value of the number written under the square root mark is non-terminating and non-repeating decimal here, which is irrational. But look at this example. Under the square root mark, the number written is 4 and is equal to 2, which is a rational. Okay? And here, under the square root mark, the number written is 3. But the square root of 3 here is a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal, which is irrational. Okay? But here also, under the square root mark, we have written 36. But the square root of 36 is equal to not non-terminating and non-repeating. Here it is 6, which is rational. Okay? And look at me here. Under the cube root mark, I have written 7. And whose cube root is, a non-terminating and non-recurring decimal, which is irrational. But here also, under the cube root mark, I have written a number 343. But the cube root of 343 is equal to 7. And 7 is in the form of 7 by 1, which is equal to p by q. And hence, the value of cube root of 343 means the number written under the cube root mark is here not irrational, it is rational. Therefore, children, we will conclude that under the square root mark, if we write any number, its value will not be always non-terminating and non-repeating, means irrational. Okay? There are some numbers, but under the square root mark only we write them, but their values are rational, means they have the rational numbers. Okay? And here under the cube root mark we have written a number and its value is non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. But here also we have written a number under the cube root mark, but the cube root of this number is not non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay? It is a rational number. Is it clear? So we conclude that all numbers written under the square root or cube root will not be irrational. There are some numbers when they are written under the square root or cube root mark, they have rational values. So if the number written under the square root mark is a perfect square number, then it is rational. Okay?
If the number written under the square root is a non-perfect square, then it is irrational. Similarly, if the number written under the cube root mark is a perfect cube, then it is rational. And if the number written under the cube root mark is a non-perfect cube, then it is an irrational number. Okay? Is it clear to you, children? Irrational numbers. This is how now we saw what do we mean by decimal and the different types of decimals. Okay? There are terminating decimals and non-terminating decimals, and again in non-terminating decimals there are non-terminating and repeating decimals and non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. Okay, but remember children, this terminating decimals are example for rational numbers because they can be written in the form of p by q. How, we will see later. And non-terminating and repeating decimals also are examples for rational numbers because these can also be written in the form of p by q. But non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are examples for irrational numbers because they cannot be written in the form of p by q. Is it clear to you? Okay. So children, at the end we can conclude that terminating decimals and non-terminating repeating decimals are rational numbers, but non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are irrational numbers. But terminating decimals, non-terminating and repeating decimals, non-terminating and non-repeating decimals, these are all real numbers. Okay? In one word, I would like to say that all decimals are real numbers, but all real numbers are not decimals. Okay?